Hey y'all, welcome back to the Ultimate Decades Challenge. We're picking up in year 1307. It's early in the morning, and these guys are just, I wasn't out of my screen. These guys are just getting started with their day, having breakfast. And I think Matilda's pregnant because right before I pressed record and I was kind of getting them set up for the day, she went to throw up, and Sims just don't throw up on their own. Uh-oh. Some Sims just can't seem to get along with new conversation interaction having the potential to turn unpleasant is certainly looking that way between Matilda and William. Family members with a difficult dynamic will be mean to each other more often, can easily become bitter with each other, and intentionally neglect social cause. Would you say that Matilda and William have a difficult family dynamic? I actually think they're getting there. I was going to talk about like how their romance is down. Like they were so loving with each other for the longest time, and I feel like in recent years, post Alice's birth, they've only ever been I'm not even going to they've only ever been like physical or romantic when they're trying for a baby. And I think it's due to a lot of stress on Matilda's part between the fires and the baby, and now she's potentially pregnant again. I think that it's not necessarily either one of their faults, but they're certainly not on the same page about what they want out of their marriage. Because she still has difficult feelings being around Alice. And Alice doesn't do anything. Alice is a toddler and she's the sweetest. She's not fussy. She's not mean and yell or anything like that. She's just a regular toddler. And, once again, it's not necessarily Matilda's fault, and it's not necessarily Alice's or William's either. But I think that William is just such a family guy, and he just takes up for his kid for so much when he kind of thought that Matilda would be over this, I guess, emotional distance with Alice. So between that and the stress of whatever else is going on happening and just everything kind of makes him a bit, they're just not understanding each other. And I think that William is just being very, very protective of Alice and any other children that Matilda might have right now because she was throwing up earlier. And, he wants them to feel loved by both parents. Growing up as an orphan, he understands way too well what it feels like to not be loved or wanted by anybody. And, when he dreamed about having kids and got into this relationship with Matilda, I'm sure he was expecting or, wishing and wanting and dreaming of, all of their children having a great relationship with each other and having these loving, supportive parents. But one of their parents can't be there for them emotionally. And I think that it's been going downhill like this since Alice's birth. So I would imagine this would make the dynamic between them pretty difficult over the years because Alice became a toddler in 1302, Monday of 1302. So 2 sim weeks, but about 4 years because 5 years because this is 1307. It's 1307 now. So it'll be officially 5 years tomorrow on Monday. So about 5 years since. Actually, I just realized I never put when she turned into a toddler. Okay, well, she was born in 1302. So actually, yeah, it's whatever. It's 1307 now. So Alice has existed for 5 years as of right now, as of today on Sunday. And it's a little difficult for Matilda still. Yeah, let's keep going. Alice, how old are you actually? Because I did not 10. Wait, what is oh crap. I don't know the math. Okay. Toddlers I have the rules up. What did I just X out of? Oh, I know what my family tree. Oh my gosh. Where I can find it. I can tell you exactly what year she turned into Toddlers get 18 days. She has 10 left, so 8 days have passed already. It's Sunday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So she turned into a toddler on the Saturday of 1304. I think. I'm gonna have to go back and make sure in a previous video. Anyways, I need to make sure I keep this spreadsheet updated accurately. Hello? What are you doing? No, just stay right there. Spreadsheets are hard. Shout out to y'all who do them all the time. Anyways, let me get moved on. But I think day by day it just gets a little harder for them, and she's already aromantic. So it's just rough. And I think she's just gonna go outside, raining or not, and why would you water everything and it's raining? And just kind of use this as an excuse to use the garden as an excuse to just kind of get away from everything at the moment. You know? So she doesn't have to deal with William, doesn't have to deal with Alice, doesn't have to deal with any of that. No! Almost made her harvest everything. That would have been bad. No, please. Why do I keep clicking on that? I'm just trying to evolve. I keep clicking on the wrong thing. Something else can be evolved. I see it. You. There we go. Yeah, so she's gonna come out here, and she does not care if she's gonna get soaking wet. And William definitely has stepped up and been the one to teach Alice everything that essentially Mathilda should be teaching her, like how to potty and needs and to say please and thank you. And he's doing all of this autonomously, and Mathilda, because she never really wanted kids. She barely even wanted a relationship, to be completely honest with you, but she just couldn't keep the house without it. Oh, is the thing full? No, it's not. And why did you throw your clothes on the floor, Mathilda? All right. He's definitely stepped up a lot as a father. Now, I don't know what this means for their relationship because I'm going to step away. I'm not sure what this means for their relationship because they still have 9 more pregnancies and however X many children they get to have. But if this is how their relationship is fading away after just one, then I can only imagine how more children could go. I don't think they're at the point where they want to get a divorce. Like, I really and truly think everything would be fine if Mathilda were in a position where she could just not get pregnant anymore and then, raise these kids or whatever happens to them, and then it just end up being her and William. What? No. I think that would probably be best for her. Okay. Also, I did give Agnes and Mary a little bit of a makeover just because I feel like we'll be seeing them more often, and I like to give makeovers to Sims we see pretty often. How are you feeling, girl? You're fine. She's gonna go explore with her mom. He doesn't even want to let her go. He's just like, he just wants to make Alice have the best memories and try to take up for all of her emotional needs that she's just not getting from Mathilda. Mathilda's providing everything else. I mean, she's not neglecting her. She bathes her when she has to. She changes her diaper. She cooks for her and makes sure she's clean and well fed. But that is literally it. And, he just wants more for poor Alice because, she could get that from an orphanage. He did. And that defeats the entire purpose of having a available parent. But I think he's going to just head off to do some more foraging. Should he hunt? I feel like we got plenty of meat, but I'll have him go once. He's going to have a pretty busy day. Mathilda's still out here. This has to be evolved, right? Am I tripping? No, it's this one. Yeah, Mathilda's still distracted. Yeah, she's definitely more of a plant mom than an actual mom. She barely even pays attention to the, okay, cow. Barely even pays attention to like the to the animals. She's not necessarily close with any of them. She just uses them for, what they provide. But uh, poor Alice. I mean, look, Alice, why are you crying? Because you're wet? Well, you did come out here in the middle of the rain. She just wants to be with her mommy. I think if she gets a sibling or once she gets a sibling, however long that may be, maybe it'll be better. But for now, on days like this where her dad is gone for most of the day with whatever work he has to do and his foraging and hunting and everything, she's just left with Mathilda, who, she lets Alice talk, but she never responds. And it's pretty sad. She kind of follows her mom out here every day into the farm and just, she talks and tries to spend time with her. So to her, they feel kind of close, but maybe I don't know if she ever will in the future notice Matilda's true feelings or anything like that, but I don't know. I wish the best for Alice. Look at her. She's standing here with the raspberries just like confused. Okay, this cow is incessantly mooing. We do need to milk her though. Let's see if we can get a bit more money out of that. Yeah, she just stopped talking at this point. Or she's trying her best, but Matilda's not really responding. Well, I don't know. I think Matilda just has so much going on. And that's not an excuse, but I think that's part of her reasoning in her head. I know, Alice, I know. You really need a little bit of a nap, but we don't have any benches or anything. Hopefully, we make enough money soon between the cow milk and everything to purchase another woodworking table. Then we can have William focus a little bit on, maybe he can sell his woodworks and things like that. And well, the chores are done for the day. We are done, actually. So let's sell this. Get a bit more money, 318. That's not 318. That is 388. There's no point in doing laundry because, well, it's raining. So, see, what can you get up to? She's like so annoyed already. Want to solve hard problems and cloud gaze with William? I think she wants to kind of rectify that relationship a little bit. Even if it's not romantic, she wants them to be on the same on the same page for the most part. Okay, you give her a little bit of a hug. Solve hard problems. How do you do this? Click on your sim. So maybe she is wanting to solve hard problems because life is hard, obviously, and maybe think of a solution to kind of fix whatever issues she and William are having at the moment. All right, Alice, back up from you. And she's just thinking about her and William's relationship. While her baby sobs, wanting some form of. Oh, she's getting kind of tired, actually. She needs a nap, but she's gonna go play with little birdies. Yeah, the closest thing she has to friends are these little birds. So maybe. Okay. So I think that Mathilda has realized at this point that her relationship with her husband is not at all going to be fixed or remedied or anything until she starts showing some form of, I don't know, a bit more of a closeness with Alice and a bit more priority in caring for her, right? Besides just basic needs. So I'm thinking, oh, Agnes is here. I better not see that blonde pop up too. Let's invite her inside. But I think she's thinking, okay, let's try to get Alice acquainted with some of the other kids in the village. She was just kind of gonna let her do that on her own as she got older anyway. But for right now, besides her parents, the only people she talks to are these birds, and they're not people; they're birds. She comes over here just about every day while her mom's gardening and talks to the birds. or watches them. I wonder if she envies them, or if she, like, in the little nesting area, sees the mama bird taking care of the little baby ones. Oh, that's kind of sad. I'm gonna go away from these birds. That was kind of sad. Agnes is here, and oh my gosh, I did talk about the mini movie. Okay, so at the end of yesterday's episode, we saw a little bit of a mini movie between Agnes and Mathilda. This is Agnes's slight makeover, by the way. But essentially later that night, before, or not later that night, but really, really early this morning, she went to go visit Agnes and see if she was actually home. Agnes was in fact home, and Agnes was pretty much saying that the reason she wasn't at home is because she was off on a walk, just taking a little bit of a stroll to piece her mind together, because she's pregnant. And she found out she was pregnant at that time. And, well, she's always wanted to be a mother. She's always wanted to be a mother, and have been looking forward to it for years. But her husband does not want children at all. In fact, he's rather known to be quite rude to the children in the village, and never wanted children of his own, despite Agnes's wishes. And one day it just happened. They had been struggling anyways, but one day it just happened, which is also around the time she ended up adopting Mary. So yeah, that's why Agnes was gone. But in the mini movie, we learn that Agnes is keeping the secret that Mary, her cousin's child, but now her child through adoption, is spellcaster, which is just, spellcaster is a witch, but spellcaster is what witches prefer to be called, which is just a word that humans started calling them to be mean. But Mary has magic running through her veins. So basically, Mathilda, okay, relax, Mathilda. But basically, when Mary was young, like teenage years, she had a cousin. Stop snapping at everybody. You're losing all your relationships. She had a cousin, and that cousin, she was known to be a bit of a rebel in her family and everything. She kind of denied certain things that her family wanted her to do, and was known for pretty much going against the grain. And one day, they were just chilling in Hemford on Bagley, and a group of knights was traveling through on their way to do something. And while the knights were stationed there for a bit, she came across one knight in particular that caught her interest. And this knight's name, well, we don't know his name, but this knight turned out to be a spellcaster. You know, he has magic. And Mathilda, Agnes's cousin, thought that was so cool. She thought that was great, and they felt like they really understood each other. She felt like someone who was kind of hiding who he was from the people around him, felt that, you know, she kind of understood him. They understood each other because they were both essentially hiding their true selves from others, from the people around them. One for literal persecution, and the other because, oh my gosh, homie, you need a nap. She's not having fun. I'm gonna take her upstairs. And, you know, they just really understood each other. So she already knew that her parents were not going to approve of her relationship with the man they don't know, who she just met, especially because it would lead to her leaving the village. Oh, she's starving and really has to pee. She's definitely pregnant. But especially because it would lead to her having to leave the village. So she said, I'm gonna just do what I want, and left anyways. And right before she left, the cousin she was closest to, being Agnes, she did say that, hey, I don't know if I'm ever going to see you again, but I'm just going to let you know this one thing really quickly. And that thing is, this man I'm going with, you can't tell anyone, but this man I'm going with, it has magic. And we're going to a different town. I don't want to tell you just in case. We're going somewhere else and we're going to live our life, but due to the nature of his work and, his blood, if something were to happen, if I have a child in the future and something happens to that child, promise me you'll take care of it. And Agnes was like, of course, like, I love you. You're my cousin. I'll take care of any child that you, we can make fried fowl that you may need assistance with. You've done so much for me. We've been together all this time. I'd love to support you. And that was it. And she didn't hear anything from you for years. And then all of a sudden, the night after her outing with Mathilda at the tavern, she received a letter from someone who works at like a monastery and with orphans and everything, basically saying, "Hey, your cousin and her husband passed away in a carriage accident, but they left behind a little girl. Would you like this little girl?" And Agnes knew immediately who the letter was referring to. And so she was like, of course, I'll take her. So Mary came along pretty quickly after that. And she, Mary's mother probably told her that Agnes knew so she could be kind of aware. She could tell Agnes if anything went wrong or if she's feeling strange or anything like that, at least for Agnes's safety as well as her own. But, Agnes is completely fine with, the potential of her being a spellcaster, which is true. So that's how that happened. And now, of course, Mary's living with them, and Mary can actually sense the spell that Matilda's father's former lover placed on her as an infant. And she feels it because she feels, a strange magic. She definitely feels something that's stronger than she's ever felt before, something stronger than her father's abilities. And it just kind of fascinated her, but also scared her because, what she feels are flames. And for any spellcaster, that is terrifying. So that is the reason why she keeps staring at Mathilda, because she can feel and can tell that Mathilda's human, but something isn't quite right here. In my storyline, I kind of feel that occults can tell each other. Like, we already know that, most of the time can tell each other. I feel that, vampires can automatically sense other vampires. And, werewolves have that ability where if they sniff the air, they can tell if someone has magic or if they're alien or whatever the case may be. Put her down and let her eat chicken, please. And spellcasters can sense other magical auras if they drink the potion of Alluring Aura, but I'm just going to say they can sense it regardless. And I think aliens can tell if there's another alien around. And then mermaids can do mermaid calls. If they're outside of the ocean, they can't see each other's tails, they can do mermaid calls. So I feel like there's a way for most occults to feel each other. So, spellcasters can feel the spells of others, especially if it's strong. They can kind of feel the magic in the air, and they can sense when someone else is a spellcaster. It might be a bit more difficult for them to sense if someone's a werewolf or anything like that, but at the very least, spellcasters, they can kind of pick each other out. You need a bath before bed. William? William? He's resting and he's tired. Are you gonna change her diaper? No, you're just holding her? Ask if Alice wants siblings? I feel like you don't even need to ask at this point. You're definitely pregnant. What am I trying to do? I want to change your diaper. How do I... Wait. Oh my gosh, it's under toddler care. I don't know why I was losing my mind. She needs a bath just in general, but I'm gonna change her diaper just in case. You broke the sink, and now you're sleeping in the... Yeah, hurry up. Clean this up too. He's feeling socially low. I think that fight with his wife and then immediately spending all day in the woods doing various activities took a lot out of him. He wants to change Alice's diaper, but that's been done, hopefully. Let's put away everything you've gotten for today. So much garlic. And then yep, okay. Garlic and eggs. And then we've got some meat for your wife to cut up and use in the future, which I feel like we have plenty of, so I'm not gonna meat anymore while for a while. Alright, you done? No, you're still cleaning. Yeah. Well, you don't have to worry about cleaning the dishes then. Your wife will do that in the morning. Go to sleep. You're exhausted. Go potty. And then go to sleep. She's not having fun. Like, I think Alice is slowly realizing the relationship she has with her mother. And considering that's the person she's stuck with all day and she only has one toy, it's not fun for her. There's a toy somewhere. Tell me, if you lost your one toy. No, it's on her. Yeah, she's just not having fun. Especially dealing with her mom. And she's slowly starting to realize that. And that innocent, fun, no matter what toddlerness is just disappearing. And I'll let her take a little bit of a relaxing bath afterwards. You don't have to pee. Oh, she's going to throw up. Yeah. Can you make it? Nope. On the floor? Okay, well, can you finish eating? Did she just throw up? Stop it. I hate this slob trait she's developed. I guess she said, I'm not going in there with the toddler to throw up. Oh, if she throws up I think she knows she's pregnant. And if she throws up in front of William, he's gonna know too. I think she's trying to hide it or deny it. Maybe both. We can sell these chicken eggs because William can worry about that and you can worry about the garden. I'll, yeah. And we're just going to get things started. Let's see how long you can hide this pregnancy, Mathilda. I don't think you'll be able to hide it very long. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not on your side. I'm not gonna be betting on you. Come, let everyone start taking care of themselves. And before he leaves for work, I am gonna have them, I say for work, but before he leaves to do whatever it is he's gonna do, I'm gonna have him and Mathilda cloud watch and kind of have that conversation. But before all that, there are things that need to be done on the farm. This is the first thing. And then, did you get the eggs? Did. Let's sell these eggs, get a tiny bit more money. Oh, that's why our hens are starving. We only put down 6 feed every time we do that, right? Did you not finish eating? Was it you who didn't finish? You need to finish. He wants to have this conversation right now. Not right now. Clean this. Did I do that backwards? Yes, I did. He's like, we should talk. She's like, I know, but we have things to do at the moment. So they're going to do those things. Then you're going to take care of this. Where is she? We're going to have you rest upstairs for a bit. Teleport, potty, take a nap because you didn't get a full night's sleep like you should have. Okay. Well, you actually wanted to cloud gaze with him. Yes. So I think these two are just kind of having a bit of a conversation and using this opportunity to have, a deep conversation about everything that's been going on and their feelings and why things are a certain way. And, watching the clouds while doing it just keeps them relaxed and stops them from, maybe snapping at each other, saying something they might not truly mean. I do think all things considered, they still do really love each other. They're just going through a bit of a rough patch because of a lot of circumstances that are outside of their hands. Well, the child thing was definitely within their hands, but Matilda wanted a child. She just she's just in a random situation. She doesn't like romance, but she loves her husband. She doesn't like or want children, but she wanted a child at the time, and but I think she mostly just wanted that child for William because it would make him happy. And I think they're just having a conversation about all that type of stuff. Talk about relationship fears. And I think the reason that she wants to have this conversation is because she's worried they can divorce amicably, or William can divorce Matilda. And at this point, even though it's her family's land with the marriage, she would be the one that has to move out because he is the man of the house at this point. I think she's just worried that because she's not necessarily being a typical mother or woman of, that most of the women are, she's worried he's going to leave her, remarry with someone who wants to have so many kids and won't set fires constantly, and just all these all these things that have been happening to the two of them. And William's just, where are you going? Come on. Talk about your relationship fears. Talk about everything that is talked about. Please. Fitting story here, Matilda. Stick with the script, Matilda. She's so scared to have these conversations with him. Are you about to? Hello? Why are you two not having this conversation? And stop farting everywhere. Okay. And he's reassuring her yet again that even though they're having these issues, he will not be leaving her. He's going to be right here. They're going to work through this together. And, that eased some of her fears. Growing strong together. She got a sentiment, but I didn't actually look. Um. Hmm. Okay, they're both feeling deeply connected after that conversation they had. So she's going to use the restroom and just kind of relax for a bit. He's still everyone's kind of hungry. So she's going to, they're talking it out a bit more. She's going to make a bit of a snack. Let's make a baguette basket. We've been having boiled eggs a lot. Let's make some fresh bread. Get everybody back on track. And I think he's assured her that, he won't be doing anything. He doesn't, he hasn't fallen out of love with her, but he wishes that, some things were different with, their relationship. Don't go to sleep yet. And the biggest thing he wants to be different is how she treats Alice and any other children they might have in the future. I think he knows at this point in their conversation. I think they did talk about her dislike of children and being a mother. But I do think that that's something that's just kind of off the table. Alice cannot be their only child. I think he's going to argue, Alice needs siblings. What if, and also, for the future of our family, what if something happens to Alice? We don't even have any boys. We don't have any sons. He doesn't want to make her do something she doesn't like, but she's going to have to do something she doesn't like because they need children. That's just something that can't change. So she's, for now, she's in a good mood about it, but I don't know if she will be once she realizes she's pregnant. Did Agnes have her baby yet? I don't think she did. But for now, I think they both just agreed that the best course of action is to just take everything one day at a time and live life. And that's all they truly can do. But sitting here worrying about the past, worrying about the present, worrying about the future, she just has so many worries. And that was look how good the relationship is now that they have that talk. You don't keep your emotions inside, Mathilda. Talk it out with your husband. You took a chance on this poor man who had nothing, and he wants to give you everything or as much as he can, but you have to let him in. You have to. So they're definitely back on a better page. I don't think they're ever going to be completely romantically compatible just because she just doesn't feel things like that all the time, but she clearly tries. They both make sacrifices for each other, whether they're good or not, or toxic or not, or whatever the case is. They both do sacrifice some points of their happiness or what they want for the other's well being. So let's get you to bed. I don't know why you have this much energy at midnight. You didn't take a nap. Why do you have that much energy, actually? What did you do? Are you. What's wrong with you? You're sore from chores and have a dirty environment? Okay. Oh, you have something I can sell, can't, don't you? No. Was it you? No, I already sold it. Okay. Mm, is this the same thing I just saw in Alice's? Deeply connected? Yeah, that conversation was definitely much needed. Definitely much needed. When Alice wakes up, she can just eat some bread. All right, guys. Good night. And we're on to Tuesday, the last day of 307. Alice is hungry. The chickens are hungry. Alice kind of has too. You have to pee, don't you? No. You're fine. You're getting attacked by spiders. Okay, well, after you're done being attacked, you can come and grab a survey. And when you're done, you can teleport downstairs and have some bread. Was she not pregnant? I feel like she definitely would have noticed it by now. Maybe not. You want to catch a fish? Okay. So she's getting back into the things she likes to do because she loved fishing. But she hasn't fished since Alice was maybe a newborn. She hasn't fished in years. Yeah, I think she was just really depressed. I think she just had terrible postpartum. Was just having a terrible time. That amongst, other things as well. Well, let's kind of get you back in the swing of things. Let's feed our chickens, collect some eggs, and work on the garden a bit. It's really cold out, so make sure you bundle up. No, let's get these bugs out of here. Why am I struggling to click on this? There we go. I think she's just really getting back in the swing of things. Everything will be fine. William's still gonna rest. He's not really having fun because of, what happened yesterday, but why are you embarrassed? Mounds, from passing on the sidewalks, not making it to the restroom on time. No one wants to remember all of life's embarrassing moments. William is no exception. Okay. He's gonna take a quick bath. Actually, you're going out into the forest today. You don't need to do that. But you can't. Oh my god. I thought that said Matilda's dying, but my camera didn't move over. Okay, she realized she was pregnant at the in the garden. So she's a cryptic pregnancy. Matilda had no idea she's Matilda had Mathilda had no idea she was pregnant. There is simply hardly any signs of it. She cannot be more shocked. Um, no signs? I saw plenty of signs. I guess she she convinced herself she also was. She hid it so well, she hid it from herself. Please don't kill my chicken, you stupid fox. Okay, the chicken won, as you should. Is this stinky again? Jeez. What happens in this coop? Chicken coops stink, though, from what I've heard, at least. And let's get you... Let's milk Clara. Since William was struggling with it yesterday. He's not having a fun time. Maybe he should spend a bit more time with Alice. That always cheers him up. Having some fun with Alice always cheers him up. I'm gonna have him do what he's supposed to do first. Okay. Let me... Go away, Agnes. We're not doing that. Where's Alice? Looking out for our mama, as always. Let's play. Let's have some fun with Alice. Make some silly faces. I don't know. Just have fun, play, praise her. I clicked on him. Okay. You know, before you head out, maybe family kiss before you head out. No? He does desperately want a shower, but you're not getting one. You're actually gonna go foraging. You're only gonna go twice today. You can take a shower after you forage. Go 3 times, actually. I lied to you. Those two are so cute. Okay. So right now, Mathilda's just staying focused on life right now to avoid... She's not feeling bad about the pregnancy. She's dazed. I don't know how she's gonna be feeling after this dazedness but we'll see. She looks big immediately. I wonder if it's multiples. I don't think it will be, but I wonder. Let's sell this milk for money because we don't need anything that has milk products at. Now we're getting a bit more money. Now we're getting a good bit of money. Which is what I want and what I need. Something needs to be evolved. You. There we go. Okay. Everything's going great. Can you go pee? I'm gonna ignore this guy. I'm gonna ignore that guy for now. Gonna pee or not? Homie, what are you doing? Oh. We're gonna pretend this is a neighbor and not a random eco guy. He lives somewhere. Bills are 190. Where's this extra $81 coming from? I don't know. Wait, can we sell? Can we store? Wait. Actually, sell, automatically store utility surplus. Automatically sell. Can we sell? We can sell our water? This is great. Wait a second. You have bills now? Total. Whoa, actually. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Hmm. Yeah, I'm seeing what I did wrong. Well, you know, sometimes the king increases taxes. So, the king just increased taxes. Yikes. Uh-oh. Why are you yelling at her? What did she do? I'm laughing, but it's not okay. She didn't. She thought about it. She really considered it. Chicken, shut up. Okay, she is working on herself. She recognized that randomly getting mad at her daughter for not literally doing nothing is a little insane. So as much as she wanted to yell at her needlessly, she refrained. So she is learning. She's growing. Why did you pick her up? Put her down. Why are your chickens in your house like this? I would also love to buy a door. Um, I'd love to buy a door. Very pro door. Okay. They're looking a lot happier these days. Alice, you're doing a lot better. So she's ignoring her pregnancy for now, but she's still feeling difficult about Alice. Unload and put this away. And I think this wraps up 307 at the end of the night, yeah? Put her down. Go do what I told you to do. Is this Agnes? Oh, it's someone named... Oh, it's Emma. Hey, Emma. Let's put the baby to bed. And what? Cottage? You not eat? And guess she wasn't that... He's both up here. And it's... Stop changing clothes. Emma Ritchie. You... I don't think you live in when... Yes, you do. No, you're the blonde girl, right? Oh, I can't tell, actually. No, you're not the blonde girl. I actually don't think you live in Hanford on Bagley. Where do you live? Oh, you do? No kids. Hmm. Wait. Oh, she's a middle class guy. I know who she is. What are these two doing? Y'all have never ever autonomously woohooed except for right now. Like you invite a guest in and you're like, okay, let's go. Well, I wasn't lying when I said I had autonomous woohoo on. And well, thanks for trying, I guess, Emma. Thanks for trying. Leave it alone. All right. On this note, clearly this woohoo doesn't mean anything because she's already pregnant. I'm not gonna check and see what she's pregnant with as always. I want to be surprised. No protection was used. Doesn't matter because she's already pregnant. And yeah, we're gonna end up 307 right here. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see y'all next time.